Alright, my name's Nate Wheeler, and as part of the Champlain's new core curriculum, we had made self-portraits, and my self-portrait, it really reflects a lot about me. The main features of it was an eye within a gear, and at first I thought it was a really cool idea, but I didn't realize how much it actually said about me. So during the whole process I really learned a lot about myself. The outer perimeter of the gear really sort of turned into like this outer barrier, and on the inside was the very core of it was this round circle without a beginning or end, and that really symbolized sort of the eternalness of a soul or spirit. And just on the outside of that, so there's three layers really. The very outside is the perimeter, the gear perimeter. On the inside of that is really this sort of sharp, more or less rigid but sharp sort of another barrier, and then on the inside is really this unprotected center, the core. And as I was creating it, it really started to feel like a galaxy, like some sort of organic great collection. I don't know exactly how to say that, but and so the inner core sort of seemed more like a black hole. And actually, as you're looking at the eye itself, it's not in the standard position, it's moved this way because it's sort of like you get this weird feeling from it, like something's not right, sort of like an alienation of myself and the viewer. And so what I was trying to say there is really that I kind of feel like an outsider in that regard. But as I am also a gear, I'm a gear, and because a gear's purpose is really to have be a part of a larger system. But you notice from looking at it that it's just, I'm a solitary gear. I don't have other gears around me. I'm not part of a system yet. And so it's really interesting to see how I want to be a part of a system, and yet I am separate from any system at the moment, at least. And so it's really interesting.
Should we take a look at it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And now, well, this is the animation part where it is collapsing in on itself. Just like at the center of our galaxy, there's a black hole that's stable, but here I'm showing the unstable nature that can also occur. And so from the intake of mass, I guess, it can destabilize the system. And so I really wanted to show how, since I'm the eye and I'm intaking new information, sometimes it causes sort of myself to collapse and I have to reinvent myself. And so eventually here, I come back and I am a new person.
So tell us about the program and the process for the actual design work here. How did that work?
Well, I use Flash, and there's a lot of masking. So, well, what I did at first was I had to create the gear geometry, and it was definitely a lot of just thinking how I could actually get the shapes perfect. And then the eye sort of evolved. Like I was looking at it's sort of, I think, in the outer, the circle within the eye, sort of, I wanted to get the impression of, I think, a lithium flower, I think, is sort of like a side view of that. Yeah, and it's a lot of masking, so that's really the magic behind it.
What does that mean, masking?
It's where you show some of the image, but a lot of it's sort of masked, so you can't see a lot of it.
Okay.
So it's really a lot simpler than it looks.
Neat. How long, I don't work in Flash much, how long does it take to put something like this together?
It took me probably 48 obsessed hours, so 2 days in a row probably, yeah.
2 days in a row?
Yeah. Oh, I stopped definitely. It was 3 days, but 3 days, 48 hours, in 3 days.
Wow, to design this flash animation.
Yeah.
Wow,
To get
that's
the animation part. The other part was the geometry. It was longer than that, but the animation actually.
Nice. Well, thanks for sharing your project.
You're welcome.